Wait, hold on, it's working. Oh, thank fuck. It's actually working. Wait. Is it working? Bro, why is it? I don't want it scheduled. I want it playing. Yeah, it's working. Thank fuck. Let's go. Um, yeah, perfect. All right. Oh, about damn time. We ain't had a stream in ages. Yeah, it's this one. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Listen, all we're doing for this video is we're going to double check who we're fighting against. We've got migration. We finally got migration. The thing is, we've been asking for migration for ages, and now we've got it. It's actually here. It's tomorrow, and yeah, it's about damn time, to be honest. It's actually about damn time because boy to boy. It's been treacherous. It's been so treacherous in these streets. People are tired. People are bored and they're tired. They're not wanting to play as much anymore. But we finally got the event coming now. Literally 4.5 hours. You see me. I'm probably gonna be awake for it. I'm that excited. I'm probably gonna be awake for it. So to get ready for it and everything, and then fighting against server 46 now. I'm gonna be honest, like from the outlook, like just from staring at them, it's not looking too crazy on their half. Like it ain't looking too crazy in server 46. It's looking a bit quiet actually. And like when we look at the rankings, when we look at the rankings of what server 46 have got to offer, at the top end is looking crazy. That Jabalalala guy is looking crazy strong, 221 mil power. Belarus is good. I fought Belarus yesterday. No, what day? It's Monday today. Yeah. So it was yesterday in the Wonder Contest. He was a cool guy. This GZ guy, him and his pikes are kind of crazy. I can't even lie to you. This guy had some crazy pikes. And yeah, so these were quite strong. But what we're seeing is like, look, it's 221 mil at the top. Drops down to 69 mil for top 10. And bro, I can't lie, it plummets quickly. We got rank 26 is 50 mil. Rank 64 is 40 mil. Guys, it's not looking great. I'm gonna be real. It's not looking great when your 40 mil is that low. But we'll see. We'll actually see how it works out for them. We get to the 100 mil rank. There were 30. They're 100. They're 100th ranked. English was evading me. The 100th rank is 36 mil. So not terrible. It's not terrible. I can't like diminish it really. But what's interesting about it, yeah. So before we get into what's interesting, let's do the comparison, yeah. So our top 100. So our top one. You ain't seeing no 221 mil over here. We don't have that 221 mil. We don't have as heavy a top as server 46. When we then get down to rank 10, it's 82 mil. It's quite nice. What, 400 mils, 490 mils, and then 480 mils? That's, yeah. That does something for my brain. That's nice. For 50 mil in for 50 mil in server 46, they were, I think it was like 26 of them. For us, to be fair, I think there's 10 people. Let's count how many people are like gone from the top 10. So there is the J42 guy doesn't count, so number 16 doesn't count, so that's 1. Cron 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Alright, so 9 people, like 9 people that we can't count on in the top 100. As I was saying, so in server 46, what they had was rank 50 was around, the 50 mil was rank 26 in server 46. In our server, we've got, it drops to 64. I'd say give or take maybe 60, maybe 59 if we take out the inactives. And when we get to rank 100, what we got popping now? 45 mil. God damn. God damn, these people are spending in this server. So yeah, no, it's looking, yeah. I'd say still relatively favorable for server 42. Um, but, but, it's migration time now. It's migration. So what we've actually got now is that there are going to be a lot of people are coming into the server. A lot of people are going into server 46. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy now because I think if you look back on it, when you look at these Mightiest Empire events, I mean, you can sometimes get like around the Imperial City quite full. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm expecting as soon as these new migration Mightiest Empire events, people are gonna be struggling to find space. That is actually the aim. That is actually the biggest aim that we can get out of this. That people are struggling to find space as to where they're gonna land because we want it packed. Now, people. So the leading servers. Let's take a look at that. So got our leading servers. 4 special slots, so that's just anything over 60 mil, and then 50 regulars. How do we do this? Let's just do that one, yeah. So you got your 50 migration quota. Realistically, it's 54 because the special migration doesn't count within that 50. And of the 50 that are gonna migrate there, you can do the whole application process for 25 of them. Me personally, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I think they should have let us do it for all of them, but you know, you can't get everything with these devs. You actually can't get everything with these devs. Like, they're gonna give or take. It's give and take, give and take. Right now, it should be fine. It should hopefully be fine. So it's still just like 4.5 hours away, and bro, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait for this to happen. Now, earlier I was mentioning with server 46. You know, we've got people in 42. They've been doing their research. You know, they've been doing their research, and we found that it's these guys that are going to be migrating over. Yeah. So what we're guessing is that you see the people that are missing like a tag that have left the alliance. They're the ones to be moving over. The Japu guy, you see, yeah, Japu's no joke. This dude is no joke. He's one of those. I'm gonna refer to them as a no-life whale. Now, when I say that, no, it's not an insult to you. I don't actually mean you don't have a life, but I mean he's one of those whales that have like a high spending power, and this motherfucker is going to be online the whole fight. He is going to be attacking the whole fight, all right? He's going to be pushing there. He's there with his 95 mil, and the guy hits like a truck. What we'll do is a bit later, I'll show you what he's using, because thankfully, with that new island tactic thing, you can actually double check what people are using, what like the ifs and buts and all what they're using in their marches. We'll take a look at that. But it's looking like all these people that are missing from an alliance, they're going to be popping over to server 46. So this can be lit for us. This can be really, really good as our first post-migration fight because, bro, the devs did us so bad. The devs did us so bad, bro. This season's been... I mean, we got to practice so many good stuff. I can't even cap. Like, we got to practice some really good stuff. But god damn, this was... It wasn't like last season. Last season, we had server 16, we had server 9, we had server 27. Bro, those fights was going crazy. I think if we look at Sigam's streams, it's still one of his most viewed streams, the server 42 versus server 9. Bro, those fights was lit, man. I can't even lie to you. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get like another sort of that level, a repetition of that level with the 48 migrating into 46. It could be fun. It could really be fun. Let's see. So they're going to have quite a few 290 mils, 180 mil, 270 mils, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50 mil. So look, a healthy amount of people, and this is just people that I'm seeing here. Realistically, there could be so many more people that I'm not able to see that will be joining. So I'm guessing for server what's it called, 46, it could be really fun. It could really, really be fun. I'm not too sure. Like, chat, do you not know if there's like any other interesting fights that are going to be happening this weekend? Because I feel like with this being the first set of fights Hi, Ali Azri. Hello, 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 brother. Yeah, with this being like the first set of fights that we're getting after migration, bro, I'm praying that everyone did their due diligence and everyone's getting off a stacked migration so we can have a lot of fun. Like, we can have a lot of fun moving forward. So, with all, oh snap, there is, what's it called? Let me, bruh, I'll be terrible with these events. Let me go and help with, where's Trojan actually? Ah, fuck. I can actually, no, I'll do that from, I'll do it from here. Yeah, so, pretty much as I was saying, are you done fighting us this week, Lord? Don't attack me. Bro, don't worry, I won't attack anybody. Which server are you, bro? No, bro. These controls are just gonna get me mad. Alright, cool. Let's try that again. Okay, no, that's worked. Do you see how difficult that was just to go and send these marchers off? Yeah, cool. Anywho. So with that migration, it's gonna be so interesting because like what we're gonna see now is we're gonna have rallies. For some servers, you might see half of the rallies level 140 players. Like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. Oh, Ali's from level server 46, bro. Basically, what I was just saying is I think it's gonna be an amazing fight. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be an amazing fight this weekend because again we're gonna have it's gonna be post migration. Shit should be amazing. It should be amazing. So fingers crossed, we do have like a really good fight there. But yeah, I think with servers now, with the level 140s becoming more rampant, we're gonna see way more level 140 players. Bro, them rallies are gonna hit harder. Like what I'm telling you now, we're gonna have to reset what happened in terms of the Mightiest Empire scores before migration because that shit is just not going to count anymore. It's not going to count how things are counting now. I think people having like it was easy before. You might have had easy matchups before. To be fair, after migration, if you fight an empty server, you might have a really easy fight then. But I think 9 times out of 10, if the developers do their part, that's a massive if. That's a massive if. If they do their part, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fucking exciting. And hopefully we get to see it this weekend. I think we've got. I'm not actually. To be fair, I don't know what the big lineups are gonna be. I don't actually know what the big matchups are gonna be this weekend. Yo, jeez. Oh my god. Jeez, shout out that. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Thank you, man. And big up, Jeez. I mentioned this earlier before you joined the stream, but Jeez is one of like the heavy hitters in server 46. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was server 46. Fabius, no, you're lovely, bro. You're very lovely. He had amazing pikes. Those pikes were hitting crazy, and what we saw so far from server 46 was that they've got really strong pikemen. Now, this is a server that is just going to go crazy when Cyrus is here. Like, Cyrus is just going to be absolutely amazing for a server like 46 because, again, they was hitting so hard. In that Wonder contest yesterday, it was hurting so much. And Rise, shout out Rise. That guy, amazing guy, really cool guy. Again, those guys were hitting like trucks. And when we played that Wonder contest, funny enough, I actually recorded it. Bro, at first, it was looking dark in our chat. We were looking very nervous because I was thinking, as you know, server 42 is a server that uses a shit ton of Lubus. A load of Lubus, which was really cool. And we were going into the Wonder contest. We were trying to play, we were trying to fight, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. These guys had they had the Mansers, they had the Budokas. It was hurting so much. Morkid, how are you doing, brother? Morkid is one of the active whales from server 40. Like, he's a bro. If you see Morkid on the map during the Mightiest Empire, he's somebody that you just run away from. That guy's gonna farm the hell out of you. I think he's like 90 million power. He's a guy that's just gonna farm the hell out of you. If you see Morkid in this game, run away. Hi, Mistblade. How you doing, brother? But yeah, I think to just reiterate, that Wonder contest between 42 and 46 yesterday was probably one of the best ones that I've played in this game so far. It was very even. It was down to the very last minute. I think that anybody could have won. It was literally that last 4 minutes of who was the team that could capitalize on the middle, and we shared the bosses evenly. It was pain. It was such pain. Oh, we got 20 people in the chat. Yeah. So yeah, basically, to recap, guys that have just joined recently, we're getting pumped for this Wonder content. We're getting pumped for the Mightiest Empire this weekend. It's about to be crazy. I'm not sure though, chat. I really don't know if there's going to be any other really big ones this weekend. I think probably what's going to happen is it's going to be like that teething moment where like people are going to get used to the new server. We're going to see, do we need to change leadership? Is there going to be brand new leadership? What is that going to be like, sort of thing? And then that next stellar season, my goodness, bro, if the devs cook for us, it's going to be insane. But I'm not banking on it. I'm really not banking on it at all. I don't know what to expect from it. But hopefully it should be fun. Now, thing is, I know that these people are gonna like. I think my march is gonna automatically walk home. So let's fix that real quick, bro. I actually don't know how to do that whilst they're in the rally. So we'll just leave that to go on. What I want to do is I want to jump into some other servers and just kind of have a look at them, because bro, it's not going to be the same. We're literally 4.5 hours away from everything changing. Everything's fucking changing in 4.5 hours, man. I can't believe we made it this far. Like, shout out to all the players that are still playing. Oops, that was an accident. Shout out to all the players that are still playing, because bro, this game has taken us through the whole soups of everything. We've had Lou saying to us, oh yeah, we're going to have brand new content, brand new fighting. There wasn't new fighting. It was just new ways to spend. But finally, I think, have you seen the Golden Expedition footage? So not only did I see the brand new footage, I was actually playing it. Now, with the Golden Expedition, it's going to be great in terms of we've got 4 days, 96 hours of pure fighting. But I don't think it's going to be how people are thinking. Now, look, this is my 2 cents. You might disagree, you might not. Don't really care. What's my Lubu's March power? 12 mil. So yeah, with the Golden Expedition, it's going to be really interesting because, yes, it's 4 days of fighting, but look, when you've got the Mightiest Empire, like, if you take a look at the Mightiest Empire, for example, if we win and we choose 11 UTC to 15 UTC, every single person that is participating in this Mightiest Empire is seeing that it's going to be this time. So we're all going to be condensed into that, 4-hour time slot to do what we need to do, plus the 2 hours before to do the cross server. Cool. Why I think that the 96 hours is going to be different is there is none of that. There isn't us saying, okay, cool, between 11 and 15 or 4 and 8, we're all going to be there fighting. Bro, people are going to play when they're going to play. And I'm expecting, if it's like that, people might just jump on right now. Let's go do a raid. It's not going to be as intense, if you get what I mean. Because I'm saying what I'm trying to say, and I might be explaining it poorly, is this has allocated time slot that everybody knows to be online for. That means we're going to have a focused amount of people fighting at the specific time slot. During that 96 hours, bro, you can pull up whenever you want to. You can pull up at 23 UTC. You can pull up at 5 UTC. Whatever is comfortable for you. And doing it like that just means that the intensity of that fight might not be the same as the Mightiest Empire. Realistically, it's just going to be who can raid the who can raid and kill as many castles. That's it. That's what Golden Expedition is. And with the what do you call it? Them elephants, yeah. I think that's going to be a massive upside. That's going to be a massive upside purely because that is our equivalent of them telling us a time slot of when to fight. That's our equivalent of them saying, all right, cool, at this so-and-so time, everybody pull up here, we're going to be raiding. So that should be cool. That should be cool. Overall, what's probably going to happen is people are just going to be raiding like wherever, whenever type thing. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for whatever. Like, anything is better than what we currently have going on now. So it's like, bro, yeah, sign me up. Sign me up for whatever. I'm on whatever, because I like the game. I think there's a lot of potential, but bro, this motherfucker's been slow. It's been a long journey trying to get here. And epic battles generating small battles, that would be cool. It could be fun. I think it is way more intense than IC, because IC refresh takes so long. Whoever takes out enemy low mid spenders better. Yeah, true. It will be, yeah. I think, you see, listen. Shout out to the low and mid spenders, because we're about to have a very, very rough time. We're about to have a very, very rough time, bro. These Krakens are on the loose. These Krakens are ready to go and zero you. Be prepared. And I think that's probably why. Where is it? What am I doing? All right. It's probably why these have been put in place. Probably 100% why these have been put in place. Just for just to make sure that people are having fun and not getting zero too hard. However, realistically, yeah, it says not this one. Yeah, cool. So you see this one? I think this is all right. This is all right because it's 3 hours with a 168-hour cooldown. That means, bro, you need to use this at your most the most important 3 hours because, bro, once that is gone, you are not using it again. You are not using this motherfucking skill again. Once activated, so all your players that are not at war will just have a shield up for 3 hours, yeah? Realistically, though, I'm not sure how great that's going to be. Because, cool, let's say they're raiding us now. They found a nice hive. They've pulled up in force. I'm not sure if you lot have seen, yeah? But with the Golden Expedition, pretty much you can teleport wherever the fuck you want to. Anywhere on the enemy map, you can teleport wherever the fuck you want to. Like, if they want to teleport into a hive, that's going to be easy. As Rise has just said in that chat, in that 30 minutes that it's taken to charge, yeah, you genuinely think a Kraken isn't putting in work, isn't zeroing like multiple cities. And bear in mind, this is after migration. So this isn't one Kraken. This is like 4, 5, 6. And no, this isn't like me complaining. Like, I'm looking forward to Golden Expedition, something new, something fun, just to keep the game going. But like, I'm just trying to like give a realistic expectation as to what people should really expect once this event comes. Bro, in that 30 minutes it takes to activate, you think a Kraken isn't going to be putting in work zeroing these troops? Realistically, for everyone here, my biggest advice I can give to you, yeah, go around and clear out your Kingsland. Clear your Z2, Z1, because you don't realize how many points you can get. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, no, there's still rain. You don't realize how many points you can get just by pushing those empty castles and just like completely zeroing it. So, bro, I think Golden Expedition's good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a change that we need. And then at the end of next month, that is when the big KVK comes along. And hey, I know probably 9 out of 10 people in the whole of Discord, when they signed up for this game, I can guarantee that's all you were thinking about. Like, oh yeah, KVK is coming, big KVK is coming, bada bing, bada boom. And finally it's here. Finally, at the end of next month, we're going to have 1 week of fighting. Me personally, I'm not going to badmouth it, because it's actually more than anything. It's more than what we have now. And I think, I just really hope that everybody has fun, as much fun as we can. Like, as a community, this is probably one of the coolest communities I've played with so far. I think we're going to have a lot of fun during those KVK. It does say that it can be between 3 to 4 kingdoms, so that might be cool. You are empty castle and 3 points. Merc tech doesn't work in defense. That's also huge. Wait, what do you mean? Rise, rewind. You can't say information that big and then just stop. Merc tech doesn't work in defense. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, partner? As in, like, your mercenary tech isn't working in defense? Hey, man, that's news to me. But yeah, so with that, the bigger KVK, remember, it's either going to be 3 kingdoms in one map or 4 kingdoms in one map. And I'm mad curious, because I haven't played like I haven't played properly Rise of Kingdom KVK, and I ain't touched Call of Dragons. Them graphics were not for me. But from my understanding, you slowly unlock zones, work your way to the center. I'm not sure if like people will get like kicked out of the center that you can't enter the center. I don't know. All that shit's new to me, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's just a lot of action pack for that 1 week. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a flag system. Again, we got over a month of waiting. Probably going to be a Pioneer server real soon, just for us to like test it out and everything. Just to see how that goes. Because that, again, I think people are probably going to be more inclined and more excited for that longer KVK than this kind of shorter one, so to speak. But realistically, I don't know. New gear when? That's true. Don't even forget about that, guys. Don't forget about that, because the developers in that video showed that there was the gear that had the crazy attributes. And I think, if reminds me if I'm wrong. No, sorry, not even remind me. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think we saw at level 1, 100% might attack increase. That's kind of brazy. If you ask me, that's insane. That's insane. That's like a crazy uptick. And what I'm expecting for everybody it's going to be easy to upgrade. I think where it's going to be difficult is getting the prefix skill that you want. It's going to be one of those gacha systems, 100%. 100%. Who's Jabalalala? You see this Jabalalala guy? Yeah. We're going to look at your marches, bro, because we saw your 230 mil. It's going to be a fun fight this weekend. It's going to be really fun to fight this weekend. I say G, you say balalalalalala. Yeah, level 1 1-star is 100%. When you think about that, like, so you've got the city renovations, yeah, and that's going to skyrocket your percentages. I'm just going to put my percentages on the screen, yeah. So you've got think about it, you've got the renovations that are going to boost your percentages up. You've got the city, you've got the purple tech that's going to boost your percentages. Then you're going to have the gacha gear on top. It's crazy. It's going to be crazy. When anyone burn me, don't put the cam on me. Don't worry, bro, I'm probably not even streaming the fight. Don't worry. Alright, so back to what Rice says. You can't make your defending troops mercenaries, hence no additional stats from its tech. The gap between spend levels is just getting bigger and bigger. It's completely out of proportions right now. Do you know what though? Let's be realistic. Let's rewind that shit, yeah? Realistically, at the start of this game, this is not me glazing the developers. I want to put this out there right now. This is not me glazing the developers, yeah? If we look back to Season 1, a smart mid-spender, a very smart mid-spender, was holding their own against a whale. And I don't think, from a business perspective, again, I am not glazing the developers. I'm not saying that pay to win is right. I'm not saying that constant power creeps are right. But when you're in a situation where you've got low spenders, mid spenders that are funneling into those 1-2 marches and then being able to compete with the higher spenders, on the developer end, that's going to always be a problem. Because then it's like, why are your whales and why are your krakens going to spend if there is no benefit to spending? Again, I just want to reiterate, because I know that's not going to sit well with everybody. I'm not saying that I'm glazing the developers and that they're right. But if we were developers and these developers just want to make money. It's a pay-to-win game. These motherfuckers are here to make money. Why would we have a system where my mid-spenders are competing with a whale? That is just not going to happen. And again, what's going to happen is we're just going to see more and more power creeps. That's just, hey man, that's the industry. That's the industry that we're in. So, it was inevitable that was going to happen. In my previous game, if you were free to play, you could hold your own quite well against, against whales and krakens. What do? They switched it up a notch. They were like, yeah, nah, boy. y'all need to pay if you want to be competing at that level. It always happens in these games. Not much we can do about it. It's that sort of thing. But, yeah, let's go. What I'm going to do is, yeah, so, Jabalalala, we were doing our research into your server, yeah. So, obviously, I want to go back now that we've got, I say soldier, you say boy. Everything is loose just if those gears going to be that big stats. That's true. If the gear at level 1-star is 100% boost, all that city renovation realistically is just costing you a lot of it's just going to cost you a lot of resources, because if I can get like 5, 6, 7 times more boost just from that one gear, what was the point of the city renovations? They wanted to milk you first and then they will add it in, probably. But yeah, when we're looking at the competition for this weekend, so God is looking strong. We've got 6 billion power, and I'm assuming when I look at this, yeah, quite the vast majority of the players that are here are from God. So we've got 6 billion there. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if S46 was leading. They might actually be regular, because if they're regular, that's 75 people that they can pop in. What was that? 46, I said, yeah. Are they? No, they're not. Okay, nice. So you lot are going to get 75 people in. And what we're hearing is it's going to be these lot from 48. Let's just pop that open. These lot from 48 that aren't in a team that are going to be moving over. So you're going to have 6 of these people over, what, 60 mil, I think, for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could have these 5 and probably another one, or potentially you've got some other people. But that could be fun. That could actually be fun. Why sold your account? Crazy, bro. Who sold their account? Yeah, if new update has no big impact, people won't buy. So every next update will make old ones useless. 100%. Kree he's spitting facts. Like, in order for us to buy, in order for us to incentivize wanting to buy, the update's got to be massive. It's got to be massive, yeah. I want to look at some other servers. So there was... Do you guys know, off the top of your head, any strong servers? Like, just off rip. I think... There was a server in the 90s that's really strong. Was it 93? Was it 98? Bro, they're not even in this bracket. What? I swear, I thought 98 was in this bracket. Or maybe it's 93. To be fair, they're regular, so they're probably not that strong. Oh no, these motherfuckers look abandoned. 56 mil at 10th place? Yeah, these guys are abandoned. That's cooked. So... what you really don't want is, you don't want to be in a situation where you're having the mightiest empire of Fent and you're fighting against servers like 93. If they don't have people migrating in, it's so fucked, bro. You're going to have a worse season than us. Like, it's going to be so empty for you. Server, yeah, okay, Kree's right. So, yeah, server 98, that was kind of stacked. I'm not sure if I've got them in this. They're a different breed, bro. I'm hearing from server 98, bro, their top 100 is looking insane. I'm thinking, what I've heard is that already the whole top 10 is over 100 mil. I believe Fancy Karate, if you don't know him, just think 4 accounts for one person with KA. If you know how much it costs to get to King Arthur, you know what that means. Like, this brother is spending like a madman. And if he brings all those accounts... to that one place, yeah. 98 is about to be crazy. 114. I'm not too sure about 114. That's not Sigam. I think Sigam is 119. I think they're going to be looking quite stacked. I know they're organized. They're really organized. They have 4 billion and 2.5 billion lines. Wait, oh. Okay, so, all right. Let's reiterate then. Server 98 has a stacked top 10. They've got a stacked top 10. But if they're only sitting at 4 billion, 2.5 billion alliance power... ain't looking too crazy. Now, what I'm curious to see is, what will we get to? So obviously, we've got 6 billion, probably, basically 2 6 billion alliances, and then a 4.2. Bro, for the life of me, I don't know what that will go to. Maybe 2 7 billions and 1 5 billion. Who knows? Who knows? I think probably, actually, that's probably what it'll look like. I'm guessing... don't quote me. We can take a screenshot now. Let's take that screenshot now, yeah? We're going to have L42 7 billion, V42 7 billion, and then G42 at 5 billion. In an ideal scenario, that is what it would look like. I'm not really a fan of, like, when it's just the one main one that's super strong, and then you kind of, like, got the fodder for the second and third. It just means you're fucked. If that main alliance is not active at that time, you are fucked. And, yeah. It's nice to avoid that, and it's nice to have a different alliance be able to take the Imperial City. What I'm expecting, though, is I think where we might hit that 7 billion for the top 2, I'm expecting from other servers they're probably likely to push like 8 billion, 9 billion. I do know that most other servers are quite stacked. Who's leaving from server 42 top 10? From the top of my head, no one. I think it is... when we did the poll, nobody responded. I think, no, number 16, rank 16, this dude is definitely leaving. He's going to server 26. Besides that, most people, like, would avoid wanting to leave because if it's not broken, don't fix it type shit. If it's not broke, wait, what? Bro, why is this not doing anything? What? Yeah. But again, we're going to see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. Realistically, all the top 10 are special slots, so we'll see it tomorrow if anybody leaves. Really doubt it, though. Everybody said that they wanted him to stay. Can't lie, with the competition that's out there, I don't know why you'd want to leave anyway, but hey man, let me not get too cocky. Let's see what post-migration has got for us for the remainder of this game. Now, I do want to have a look at other servers and just have a little sneak peek. Can Alliance 1 take a break this KVK? Jabala la la la. No. I can potentially get them to take a break for 9 million Apex. Anything less, we can't do it for you, Chief. We actually can't do it for you, Chief. But nah, to be fair, Jabala, you guys are strong. And you're a lot of pikeman players. I know for season 4, you lot are gonna be like, I know I know server 46 are really waiting for this for Cyrus, because the amount of pikeman players that you sent to us yesterday, yeah. So we've got server 18 as well. So let's see how they're looking. Ooh, does it, because this guy has left the alliance, do you think that means he's leaving? Is he one of the Koreans that are leaving? I'm guessing yes, because we've got at rank 11 another one. Not gonna lie, I know more about S42 migration than you. Here's a cookie. Here's a cookie. Have a cookie for your knowledge. Yeah, I think with the Koreans, we've seen rank 3, rank 4. I'm not sure if rank 4 is also Korean. He might be. Rank 11, shit. They might be losing out on a few people. And for anybody that's in bracket 1, you know that there was some, not really, it wasn't really competition for big people, but it wasn't like the likes of server 13 in bracket 2, where it's like they're the main names sort of thing. So it's yeah. I think these lot, it looks like they're leaving, which is awkward for them. They still got decent power though. They've still got decent power, and again, it's not like they're going to be missing a crazy amount. They still got Saint Ash just about to hit 200 mil. They got the guy, Sephiroth, Sturmklinge. Yeah, I mean they're looking alright. They're looking alright. You want server 24? I haven't really paid much attention to these lot. Let's see what they got. I think so. Remind me, correct me if I'm wrong. Is server 24? Do they have people leaving? Bro, all our top 10 and migrants are aiming for Cyrus, but Dev refusing to give us access. Yeah. I don't even know when next season's starting, man. Like, I hope it's soon, though. I'm really hoping it's fucking soon. Like, what they need to do is, before we go into server 24, what devs need to do is, with season 4, we need that conscription thing. I'm not sure if you lot remember, but at the end of season 2, Heroes, they just gave us like this easy wheel that was just, the rates were definitely increased. It was just an easy way to stack up hero medals before the end of the season. I initially thought it was to catch us up to beta because they were going to migrate to us, but better not in sight still. They're still not in sight, so maybe we're going to have it again. I'm not too sure. Now let's take a look at server 24. Now off rip, I'm automatically assuming that any symbols, listen, I'm not educated. I don't know what the Korean symbols perfectly look like, so I'm not sure if this is a Korean name and if this means he is leaving. Could do, it could not, but god damn, it's a nice looking top 10. I can't even lie to you. It's a very nice looking top 10. We got Dune at 194, Mad Mac 160. It's looking kind of nice. It's looking kind of nice with this one. Now, they split it up, 6.5 as the lead, nice. 4 billion next, 3 billion, The only reason I say is realistically, unless it's like you've kicked out hella people and you've only got like 100 people in the alliance, and that's the reason why you're 4 billion. If you've got 160 people in an alliance and you're 4 billion, I'm biased. I'm just going to assume that the rally is going to be weak as shit. Like, that is a harsh truth. Harsh truth. I'm just going to assume that the rally's weak as shit. So it seems like they're going to be really hard focused on SFC. Either they're going to take in all the migrants, either they're going to pump some migrants into AHR, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Have maybe 6.5 billion alliances. Who fucking knows? Let's see what the power breakdown of these servers are. So we got how many over 100 mil? We got 4. We got 2 90 mils. Yeah, not bad. Let's look where 50 mil is at. That is rank 41. That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. Rank 40 mil is rank. Is that over 100? No, it's not 100 just yet. It's 86. It's 86, but as we can see, there was quite a few people that have dropped. Maybe they're dropping out. As you can see, they're not in alliance, so I'm just assuming that they're dropping out and leaving, which is kind of sad. If not Annie, I would go to 24. Oh, that's Cree. That's rude. Cree, that's fucking. You're rude. That's rude. Oh, that's rude. But you're not wrong. I hear it. I hear it. Server 13. I've got a character in server 15, and I know that they're fighting 13. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at 13 because me personally, I feel like 13 isn't spoken about enough in like the Discord server. Brother, no. We're gonna get into this because server 15, unfortunately, and I mean this genuinely, unfortunately, are fighting server 13 next. And if I've got any guys in server 15 in this chat, you lot are gonna have a horrible time. Being honest, like I don't think you're gonna touch the Imperial City, even with migration, even with you guys getting 75 slots. I don't think you will touch the Imperial City. That's no hate to server 15. I'm not here to spread negativity to anyone. But yeah, I genuinely, hand on heart, with everything that everything in me, bro, I don't think you guys are going to have a nice time against 13. They're fucking stacked. You've got, your 50 mil is rank 45. That ain't bad. I'm going to give it to you. Server 15, that is not terrible at all. Your 40 mil is, okay, 105. Look, I'm not going to be, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Like, actually, it seems that you lot are quite spread out in terms of your power, which is good. 6.4 and 5, okay, no, I take it back. We played server 15 once, and no offense, it was awful. But it seems like, listen, people have been spending. But this is where it gets unfortunate, yeah? Missed! You can't deny the facts. I'm putting it on the screen. Wait, so if not Annie, I would go server 24. It's not rude. It was decision maker. Annie is the R5. We can't go there. S-Line getting best migration in group 2. They'll beat server 13. Whoa! We'll have to run up another stream later on in the week to double check that. We'll have to do another stream. But what we do know is, before I get into server 13's ranking, for anybody that doesn't know, yeah, server 9 is just pure activity. Crazy activity. When you're fighting against server 9, it's just a sea of yellow. What color are they? Is it it's purple when you're fighting? I don't know. Whatever color that you're not, it's just a sea of that color. They have insane activity. I think they were saying like maybe 135 people are online when they're fighting, and all 135 of those people are using all 5 marches. From Kraken to free to play, they are all using all 5 of those marches. That means they are just there in force. And they are a leading server, so they will only get 4 big players. But with that level of activity already, yeah, it's curtains, it's up. But Mistblade says I'm talking crap. Let's look at server 13's ranking. Yeah. So what we got here? Yeah. Look at the big boys. Says S9 will get bad time in flag war KVK. 100%. We'll get back to that comment. We'll go through server 13 and then we'll go back to Kree's comment because he isn't wrong in that. But we'll give it a sec. Let's look at server 13 now. Look at it. Look at these motherfucking big boys. Yeah. If we round it up, we've got 8 players already. 8 players already at 100 mil. Yeah. Shit, man. This is looking like a stacked server. God damn. And I'm assuming they had, don't quote me, I think it was 180 mil coming, 2 140s and 120, yeah? So, to be fair, you're actually adding on top of what you've already got, which is kind of, yeah, these like, server 13 ain't no joke. Now, what I'm curious to see is, how will they spread it out? How will they spread it out? We'll go into the alliance section just a bit later, but we're seeing a lot of K-pop. A lot of K-pop. Like, this is a great average. Their 50 mil is at, god damn, where is that? 61. 61 players at 50 mil. Do you know what that means for those rallies? Do you know what that means for those sorts of rallies when you've got 60 players at 50 mil? And not just like, we're not talking like your regular players. We're talking about like, these people knew from day dot. Like, we are in a civil war. They came out of civil war after the mightiest empire started. So that means from October to about February times, they're civil warring. They're constantly fighting, learning the battle mechanics. You think that these players don't know what they're doing when it comes to fighting? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. When we look at 40 mil, we're going to be scrolling for a while. How many is that? 140 players. In server 42, I think we've got like 135. You've got 140 players at 40 mil. Yeah. Rallies equals 140 level heroes or your server slacks. Bro, listen, it's getting to that point. I think what the meta. So once we hit into season 2, yeah, the meta was how many full tier 7 rallies could you do? Because again, that was the highest power creep. That was the highest like system that we had in the game. So how many people could do the full tier 7 rallies? Bro, the day of the full tier 7 rallies is over. That's taxi shit now. What it is now is who can do the full 20 people of level 140 players. And I think we're still a while away from that. We're still quite a while from having 20 players at 140. Realistically, after migrate, I think right now, before migration, most servers have 3, 4, at tops, maybe 5 players at 140 level. Unless you're most of the leading servers, 4 to 5, and an additional 4 maybe with level 140 is you're still not halfway there. But half a rally of 140 players, yeah, bro. To be fair, right now we're just a race against time. How quickly can we get the mid spenders to the point of level 140? Because that's when all those rallies are just going to be stacked with level 140s. If you're not in a server that's stacked, if you're in a server that's got maybe, let's say in 2 months' time, you've only got 3 to 4 level 140s, and you're fighting against a full rally of 140 players, yeah, you're fucked, bro. You're fucked. Because there is nothing you're doing against those level 140s. There is nothing you are doing against those level 140s unless you have them your own. The only time I've seen that happen was Lord's DJ. He was 114 mil, and he was losing trades to Dalag that didn't have level 140 players. That is the only time I have ever seen that. 99% of the time, though, that level 140 is killing everything in sight, no questions asked. No questions asked, he is chopping through them, people. Let me quickly read chat, because I've just been ranting at you lot. In 5 months, most mid-spenders will be 125. Bro, I think sooner. I think genuinely sooner. The reason I say sooner is, don't forget that we will be having the first year, as in the full first year anniversary in 4 months. Them packs are about to be crazy. One thing that these developers know is packs. They know these developers know how to get that money out of us. They know how to make a pack that is very, very attractive. I think way before that, we're gonna have those mid spenders at 140. 140 is 190k March. Think about that, yeah? Take in what he's saying. 109. Wait, hold on. What's the max? The max for a oh wait, hold on though. Hold on. If 140 is 190k, I'm just going to round it up. Let's say it's 200k, yeah? The max your rally can be is 2 mil. So that means they might need to actually push up the rally capacity, because the bigger the player, the less people that you can actually put into the rallies. And I guess it will be the trade-off. Would you prefer to have 10 140s in there? That's actually... Oh, I didn't actually think of that. Because if the max capacity is 2 mil... Guys, think about that. Max capacity is 2 mil for these rallies. If a level 140 is coming in with 190 March, getting 10, 11 of them in. That's interesting. That's really interesting. 2 month ultra maximum for mid spender to unlock Tech 3. That depends who saved up speed. Yep. Listen, save your speed ups. You want that 140 as soon as you get there. No questions asked. Realistically, yeah, you can push like the other techs. That's cool for the meantime. But really and truly, you want those level 140s. What the purple tech can do for you, in terms of the damage reductions, the attributes up, you need that shit. You need it like an addict needs crack. Like you really for real need that. But I've gone off topic. I said I was going to show you the alliances. Cool. Which server are we seeing right now? So this is server 13. No. Max stage 2. Forget tech 3. Yeah. Anybody that's not in server 42, max out your stage 2. Tech 3 doesn't count. You don't want purple tech. But yeah, this is where it gets crazy, because CJP is a healthy size already. K-pop is insane because they've got the slots already available for their migrants, and they're at 6.7 billion. Bro, yeah. it's just, yeah, like server 13. I think if they split it nicely between their top three, because I know Misplayed, shout out him, he's in CB, and I know that they can hold their own. They ain't no joke in CB at all. They are not a joke in CB. They can hold their own. CJP the exact same, and K-pop. We don't even need to talk on K-pop. You lot know what K-pop is on. Like these guys are warriors. So this should be really fun to like take a look at what they're gonna be like after migration. It could be fun. Now that I'm actually in this server, let's go and see other people in bracket 2. So we were mentioning server 9. Where are they? Server 13, rank 3 alliance be cool if they had a good R5. Wild. Alright, cool. So rally cap should be 4 or 5 mil, I agree. Earlier on, we had a comment saying that server 9 will be screwed in Flag Wars. Now, let's take a look at server 9, yeah? So you got your... Wow, shit has not changed since we fought them. They have not changed at all since we fought them. God damn. These ranks are literally the exact same as when we fought them. So we got Stormblessed right at the top. King Storm. Vast majority, as you can see, of these people are in XI. So that's XI is their main alliance. Got Stormblessed and Lord DJ. They're 2 140 players. When we look at 50 mil, how many people do we have at 50 mil? Oh shit, we keep going. Alright, cool, that's nice. 51 people at 50 mil, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. For 40 mil, what do we have cracking? Shit, they're cooking. Oh shit, they're actually... What? Since when? This was never that many last... Wow, okay, 132. Damn. That is much more than I was expecting. So what's interesting to see with server 9 is like it's very like I can't even call them top heavy anymore because the spread of having 50 people over 50 mil, having 120 40 mils, that's quite a decent spread. The issue is I think with server 9 is everybody just uses as many troops as they can. That's it. Like they use as many troops as they can, and as like any of you guys know, when you're doing that, that's fine if you're Stormblessed. That's perfectly fine. You can push your rings to level 40 in all 5 marches. That's completely fine. When you're looking at a 40 mil player, and he's using 5 marches, all his rings are level 5, he's going into the open field to feed. And that's why it was mentioned that they might not have the best time in those flag wars. Because in the flag wars will come down to rallies, and it will come down to your active whales and krakens being right next to the flag and destroying it, quite literally. If you've got players that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 mil, even up to 70 mil, yes, 70 mil, that are all deciding that they all want to use all 5 marches. Realistically, if you're 70 mil using 5 marches and they're all kind of like spread out equally, you're not going to hit that hard. You're just not. Unfortunately, you just won't, yeah? And it's peak. It really is peak. So let's see how they split it up. They've got, on that top alliance... Wait, what? They got 7 billy up in that first alliance. Kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. 7 bill that top alliance. 5.6 in the second. 4.5 in the third. I can't lie. That's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. That is really, really high. Yeah, that's thrown me off a little bit. 7 bill, 5.6, and 4.5. That's impressive. Impressive. A lot of activity. We've seen it from them already. Yeah. Let's go to server. Let's go back to my main. And we'll do server 40 next for you guys. So server 40 was the most recent team to fight server 9. Server 40, they're cool people. What they've got really good of is the active whales at the top end. They're active. These motherfuckers are gonna farm up merit. I haven't really showed merit, but I'll show some merit in this one. I think they're in our list. Told you with migration they all get tough. Yeah, no, Crete, no, yeah. You right. you right. They're definitely gonna be. It's just gonna, yeah. There's gonna be a lot in there. Let me, bro. My eyes are blurry as fuck. All right, where is server 40? They are leading. There we go. Cool. Let's take a look at good old server 40. Cool. So we got New Moon. I think he's their resident level 140 player. Yeah. If you know New Moon, Pink Color, Nox, Core Kid, Antonius. Where's more Kid? You're slacking. We need to see you over 90 mil immediately. We're calling out more, kid. We need you. Stop the free-to-play life, bro. We need you over 90 mil. But yeah, when you watch Server 40, yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see all these people. You're going to see all these motherfuckers online right at the front. Right at the front lines. Like, these guys love their fighting. This is a server with a crazy amount of merit. Like, bro, more kid, the guy's almost got as much merit as he does power. He's flipping 96 mil with 83 mil. Like, that. When I say that these lot are active whales, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're not getting 83 mil just being strong. You're chasing down that merit, which is good. Let's see. So, it's good. This is a really good spread. 740, we've got a great spread. The 50 mil is at 45. Slightly lower than server 9, which is interesting. Just ever so slightly lower than server 9. But if we remember, Porpoise is also super strong, about to unlock Tech 3. Yeah. So, yeah, that's another thing as well. Porpoise, apparently that guy's been pumping out some strength. He's been pumping out that strength. Motherfucker been swipe. And he's apparently about to get straight to level 140, which is good. Which is really, really good. I think then they will be on 140. Well, at least 3 people over 120. Good spot to be in. 3 to 5 before migration. Great spot to be in. So yeah, we've got 45 people over 50 mil. However, when we watched Server 40 versus Server 9, Server 9 may have had slightly more people over 50 mil. However, Server 40 were clearing them in the trades. Activity and the amount of marches was the discrepancy and maybe potentially deciding factor. But the trades that we were getting out of Server 40 were insane in that matchup. When we then look at the 40 mil rank, that is at 113. Again, very, very solid. Very, very solid. What we're starting to see, those... I'm going to call that... Listen, I'm going to start making up my own names. I'm a manga nerd, so I'm going to come up with my own names. I'm calling them the named servers. So your main ones, your server 40, your 13, 42, 9, 18, those named servers. What we're starting to see is these lot have got those mid-spenders swiping those fucking cards. Because you're telling me now, the norm is that we're having well over 100 people at 40 mil. These named servers, yeah. And then if you think about it, realistically, if everything goes right, fingers crossed, everything goes right for people, and I am praying for everybody it does go right. With your application, so these leading servers with 25 applicants, realistically, they're going to all be over 40 mil. So you can add another 25 plus the 4 specials. So that's actually 29 more people over 40 mil that you're adding into your server. Mwah. French kiss. That's another full rally right there. Like, bro, these fights afterwards are going to get so much more intense. So much more intense. No background music. Hey, man, I don't think you lot would rock with my playlist. But if that's the thing that you want in future, I'll definitely make sure to put the background music. Just enjoy my sexy voice for the meantime, people. All right, so I'm from server 13, and we never fight server 9 and 42. But at the end, we all strong here. We're going to see who the strongest. It's difficult. It's difficult because, for example, you could have... Oh, I want to say some crazy statements, but I want to say a crazy statement, and I don't want to offend people. But you winning the mightiest empire doesn't necessarily mean you're the strongest. Like, why I say I wanted to say something crazy? Me personally, you've got server 40 and you've got server 9, and server 9 did win that fight. But overall, who do I think is strong? I can see an argument to say that server 40 is much stronger. Why? Trades don't lie. Like, one thing about this game, yeah, you might work it. There's mechanics and ways that you can go about. Even if you're losing trades, you can still hold on to the Imperial City. The trades don't lie. Yes, server 9 may have won that mightiest empire event. Can I say outright they're stronger than server 40? Nah, we saw the trades. We saw the trades, and they weren't close. They weren't really close. Like, it was, yeah. So, winning the mightiest empire, yeah, it's great. Yeah, you can post on Discord, oh, yeah, we won the mightiest empire. Can we say that they're the strongest? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What do I think about server 13? I think server 13 hit like fucking bricks. Exactly. So Guido, shout out Guido from server 13, massive player, really strong whale. He literally, I agree. I can't sit here and lie to you. I can't say that to you, that I think server 9 is stronger than 40, because I don't. They do have the population, yes. They have the ability that even if they're losing trades constantly, they've got the population that we can just keep sending people into that rally so it never dies. So as long as they can, as long as they're like at one point holding the Imperial City, they've got the means to just keep sending marches indefinitely. We've all seen it. They can just keep sending. Can I then say that they are stronger than server 40? No. We saw the trades. We literally saw the trades, bro. Shit was like 3-1. That's I can't call you stronger if you're losing trades 3-1. That's just me though. That's just me personally. How am I doing? I'm amazing, brother. I'm really amazing. Thank you. Everyone's sleeping on server 27, but them not leading will allow them to bring in more bodies. Server 27 is an interesting one. I think what bracket are server 27? They're in this one, aren't they? They are in this one. Let's take a look at that. They are in 20. I think I'm bugging. 26. Yeah, no, they have to be. How the fuck is 26 leading and 27 wasn't? Let's look at 27, because people were so annoyed by it. Me personally, I didn't give a shit. Like, do what you want with your migration. You're not my server, I don't care. But people were kind of pissed with this one, because server 27 has crazy activity. It's not like, oh yeah, this is good activity. No, as in they've got fucking insane activity. Like, they can murder ball well. They're coordinated. They've definitely got a leader that knows his shit. But they weren't leading. But even with their activity. So, again, top heavy. They're not really top heavy, are they? They're not really top heavy. You've got... This guy's been the same. I can't... If you know, you know. But I can't talk too much. But their top one also hasn't moved too much in terms of points since we fought them. And we fought them almost 2 months ago. Like, their top hasn't really changed, like, at all. When we look at the 50 mil slot, what we've got going on, we've got 40 players over 50 mil. So, yeah, it's not crazy high, not a crazy high amount. 40 mil, I'm not even sure if they've got 100 people. Okay, they definitely do. And they've got 107 people over 40 mil, but these guys were not leading. And they're active. These sons of bitches are active, like 5.3, 5 bill, and 4.6. And let me tell you something now. If you ain't for server 27, I promise you now, these guys are all going to pull up. Every single one of these people are going to pull up. And they're similar to server 9, where they're using everything at their disposal. They will have as many marches as they can in the open field. Everybody, regardless of how strong they are. Wait 1 second, where's my cats? Okay, sorry, I couldn't see my cat, so I was getting nervous. But yeah, all their players are going to bring out all 5 of their marches, which is insane, because when you've got that much activity, when you've got like each server pulling up each alliance, let's say they're bringing 100 people to the fight, that's 300 in total, each with 5 marches. That's 1,500 marches in the field. It's definitely not that much. It's just definitely not that much. But you get my drift. Like, it's just a lot of people going on. Kanki, what's good, brother? 42 dancing on the edge of a knife. Damn, I don't want to dance a note. Me personally, I can't dance. I'm a black brother, but I ain't got the rhythm like that. I don't have the rhythm like that. But yeah, this is server 27. Some uproar that they weren't leading server. It ain't the end of the world. However, server 26 was, and they've been under the radar because I have no clue about server 26 besides they've got a guy in our top 20 that's migrating there. Oh, wee mama. God damn, Froky. Frake 0. So, for those that don't know, at the start of this game, there was 2 main projects. You had the EMP, which is server 42, and you had BOA, Blackout Alliance. I think that's what they were called. I don't know. I think it was Blackout something. And Blackout was server 26. Now, they knew what it was from the jump. This is a kingdom builder. Everybody was an ally from the jump. and I think they've left. I think Blackout has actually left. I'm just going to check a lot. Yeah, they have left. I think they're playing Civilization or that new Avatar game. I'm not too sure. But again, these guys are another leading server. So you got Freud Zero at 244. Kusha from Discord. That was his server. Kusha, you remember Kusha from Discord? Oh, sweat. This is his. Okay, interesting. Interesting that he was from server 26. Will you show us who joins 42 at reset? Just so you know, reset for me is 1 a.m. And I'm still in that corporate slavery. I got work. I may work from home like basically every day, but I still got work. So me being awake at 1 a.m., it might just be a Discord thing, but not actually streaming. But I do definitely want to do this stream and then a comparison stream afterwards later on, for people to like actually see how it looked before the migration, how it looks after, how people are looking. Let's get some fun going. But yeah, server 26, yeah, this was Ryder. Ryder was Blackout. I'm not going to say too much because I have nothing positive to say about him. With their 50 mils, they've got, shit, motherfuckers got a healthy amount. Okay, 50 mils. That, I'm weird. It's not OCD. It's not OCD, but shit like that is really like pleasing to my brain. 50 people at 50 mil is like, that's really, really pleasing to my brain. That's a good, healthy amount. When we look at the 40 mils, it's going to be over 100. It's going to be, we got 106. Not as much as, like, yeah, so it's not as much as the likes of server 13 where you're seeing 140, but it's a respectable amount. It is very much a respectable amount of people. For anybody that's ever curious as to why I check that personally, I personally correlate the amount of 40 mils you have to the strength of your rally. I'm gonna keep it 100. I've always done that. When I look at Mightiest Empires, when I'm doing any sort of planning for the war stage or that cross-server fighting, I base your rally strength on how many 40 mils, 50 mils, as well as the top end. It's worked relatively well for me, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it type shit. The breakdown. So, yeah, these lot just, basically, what server 26 have said is, fuck the rest of the alliances. We putting everybody and their mothers into that top alliance. Because they're sitting at 7.7 billion. Fact check me, chat. I might be wrong. I think that might be the highest that we've seen in this game so far. Outside of beta, of course. 7.7 billion. So what that means to me is, if these guys have the Imperial City, expect them to be fucking strong. Expect them to be fucking strong, because obviously you've got these top three. Let's just say for the sake of that, let's just assume that all three of them are at least 120. But to be fair, I think the God King and Froiki should definitely be 140. Okay, yeah, they're over. Yeah, Froiki, of course, he was 140 mil. God King is over 120. When you got those sorts of people, I've come off it. One second, let me go back. When you got that amount of people in that one main alliance, it just means that main alliance's rallies are gonna hit like a truck. You've got so many people to choose from. Like, if you think about it, everybody here so far has set the V26. That means, yeah, of those 50 people, all of them, that is 2 rallies. That is 2 main rallies. Really and truly, you can multiple taxis, obviously, because you're using multiple marches. That's two massive rallies of just 50 mil and above players. Crazy. That is diabolical work. But what that does mean then is, if that main team, V26, if you ever catch them lacking, if you ever catch them in a downtime, they do not have anybody to come and save them. They do not have that second alliance to come and support them. They definitely don't have that third alliance to come and support them. So that V26 need to be online 24/7 and hope to God that they either win the Mightiest Empire prep stage, so they can actually choose when they're going to have the Mightiest Empire fight, or they are cucked. Imagine, like, let's say, for example, there's 170 of them here. Let's say, I'm going to be generous. Let's say we can get 120 of them online for 19 UTC, but that drops down to 60 at 11 UTC. Just an example. You're telling me that all your main rally defenders are going to be gone? You're screwed. That's why I'm a big person on, you need the multiple alliances. Like, that's why I'm really happy with how, what's it called? With that. Because it just means around the clock activity. If one team's slightly sleepy, the other team's awake. If the other team's slightly sleepy, the other one's awake. Vice versa type shit. And then you just got to back up. Really and truly, G42 aren't taking the Imperial City. They're just there for the additional support. But I hope that makes sense as to why. Migration starts at reset. Yes, indeed, brother. So as soon as we hit reset, yeah, all these people are going to jump into stage 2. And for the next 2 days, Lizai, so our current king right now of the server, is going to be the one that's going to accept the applications. What we don't know, which is really annoying, and really and truly, the developers need to work on this communication shit. We've been saying this, but yeah. I'm not sure if the application has a set amount. And when I say that is like, let's say for example, server 68, how many people can apply during the application stage? Some people say there's a set amount. If there's a set amount, some servers are going to be very fucked. Very fucked. That's not going to look good for them. Realistically, though, I'm expecting it to just be infinite and it'll just be on Lizai to select. For those 2 days, then, so from the 17th to the 19th, yeah, that's when you're going to let in your 4 special slots and then your 25 regular. And then if you're a leading, I think that is... No, if you're a regular, that is 6 special and then 36 regular. Outrageous change. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then this is where the quote-unquote illegal immigrants come in. So this week is... Yeah. Wait, hold on. Mightiest Empire is on the 21st or 22nd. Okay, cool. So, oh, no, technically on the 22nd. So, this is all going to be done by the time of the Mightiest Empire. During this week, it's just going to be exciting. What we know is, because this ends on the 19th, the main strength of, like, the main power that is coming into a server is going to be coming in before the 19th, yeah? That's where we're going to really see the make or break. During that time, guys, if for whatever reason things go wrong, call up people that on stage 3, they are ready to jump in, like, immediately. Get them players between 59 to 50 mil to jump in immediately at reset, get them in safely, and you're sorted. Yeah? And you can have a stacked migration. Fingers crossed. I'm literally, everybody in this chat, I'm praying that you have an amazing migration, because the better the migration, 36 out of 36, not application. No, so 36 out of 36 is applications. To make it more confusing, the younger KDs are capped at 40 instead of 50. You're fucking lying. No way are they capped at 40. That's crazy. To be fair, we've had this conversation. Me and Kree have had this conversation of the downsides of playing this game late and joining this game late. Your population is low. Your migration population is low. There is... Funnily enough, there is a lot of spenders that we're seeing. Like, if you actually go above server 100, not only are there spenders, that's the home of the spenders that spend on multiple accounts. The likes of Astra, the likes of Karate, they come to mind. That's dead ass, like, where a lot of... We can call them Krakens. Definitely, you can definitely call Karate a Kraken, Astra as well. Because Astra, he's got multiple strong accounts. I think me and him had a conversation. I did an edit for him once on one of his videos, and he was showing me. So I think his main is like 150 mil, slightly above, but he's got another account at like 120 mil. And then he's got a third account near 100 mil. To get 3 accounts to that amount, you're spending a healthy amount of money. So yeah, definitely cracking territory. And what we're seeing is those servers above 100, yes, the population is fucking low. They're getting shagged. If these guys do migration properly, though, they can make some powerhouse servers. It will take a few migration cycles, though. This isn't going to be a case where, oh yeah, immediately we're going to have a super strong server. It's going to take some time. Again, as Bulbous said, they're capped at only 40 migrants, not even 50. It's going to be an interesting one. Is season 4 going to start after KVK and migration, or will there be another MGE? Listen, homie. You've got as much information as me. Shit. You've got as much information as me. All I know is, realistically, we've got the 3-month cycles, yeah? So, January to about April was Season 2 Heroes. April to early July is Season 3 Heroes. So, I'm expecting at the start of July, that's when I'm really expecting for us to have the Season 4 Heroes. So, we have the potential... Actually, wait, no. 100%. I think we should have another MGE. I think next migration will be in August. Ooh. So another migration cycle for the big KVK. That would be sensible. I'm going to be honest, it would be sensible. Do you think, this is a question to you guys in chat, do you think they will increase the amount of slots? Do you think after this migration they'll increase the amount of slots? Because realistically, what's going to happen is you've got two options. Right now, we're gonna see two things. Either you've ended up in a server that's done their part in migration. Not doesn't need to be perfect, but they've done their bit for migration, so they end up stronger than before. Or you're in a tumbleweed society. Nobody is there. MGE entrance is like 2 mil, and you're just bored out of your fucking mind. What realistically would help is just killing off those servers. You can kill off those servers by increasing the amount of space that you can let into other servers, so then people aren't competing. There'll just be less competition for the ideal servers. Less competition means more people can make it in. More people can make it in. We can get those people out of those dead servers, kill off the dead servers, and we can kind of compress down the brackets. Because right now we've got plenty of dead servers. We've got plenty of dead servers right now, and this is before migration. We're going to see some really, really dead servers. We're going to see some servers that didn't even think they were going to be dead that are going to become dead after migration. So, yeah, I think maybe they should increase the slots. The slot amount is good, but the power spots need to be increased. The cap needs to be raised to 85. Realistically, though, if we have another migration in August, which is 2 months away, yeah, let's say it's exactly 2 months away. So let's say we have a whole stellar bracket and then a new migration. Do you know the rate at which people are spending in this game? Without a doubt, when I'm looking at this screen, I want to see 80 mil. 80 mil and 85 mil minimum. Really? Actually, no, scratch that. 90, 95, 100 mil. Because people are spending a good amount in this game. We've got a lot of 100 mil players. They're not in like short supply. That's it. Short supply. What that means though, if we can up that bracket, that means servers get stronger. Servers get stronger. We're going to have a cracking time during Mightiest Empire. It's going to be fun. People love seeing these massive fights. We've seen it recently. Like, people actually enjoy watching these massive fights. It's in the developers' best interest to actually make that happen. But hey, man, it would be... I'm the last person that's going to count on the devs. I've seen what they've done so far. Only a mad person is going to say, oh yeah, I trust the devs to do what we want. Only crazy people think that. Only crazy people think that. In fairness though, shout out to them because they did make migration cheaper. So they listen to, which is actually funny because that's taking them out of pocket, but we'll see. Devs need to make monies. They'll increase slots to get more dough and let some weak servers die off. Really and truly, that's what they should do. Let the servers die off. Just let them die off. It makes the most sense. I think they'll see the power balance change after this KVK and then change something if necessary. After the migration. Bro, look. Realistically, there's not much we can do about the power balance. Like, people are going to flock where they're going to want to flock. The only thing that they can do is adding things into battle mechanics that make Wales less strong, but I am very against that. You don't go and just like nerf them because that's how people quit. People are less incentivized to spend their money if we know shit, they're just gonna nerf us, if that makes sense. Okay, I have rambled quite a lot and I actually need to go and speak with my girlfriend. She's on holiday, she's coming back tomorrow. So with that being said, guys, shout out everybody. That was an amazing stream. I appreciate all of you lot pulling up. I'm going to keep rambling because I don't actually know how to end the stream. I don't know how to end the stream. I'm like clicking around, but I'm not sure how to end the stream. But thank you guys. I wanted to stream since I was young, and you lot, like, when you show up and I see like 30 people in the chat actually wanting to like listen to me, have these conversations with me, I appreciate the fuck out of that. I really do. And I know I'm not the most consistent, but you guys still rock with your boy. So I'm a rock back, all right? Appreciate everybody. You lot have been amazing. It's been a really fun stream. We will definitely do another one this weekend. Look, stay tuned, because this weekend we're going to do another stream once people have migrated to see what are these post-migration servers looking like. Have that comparison and we'll get it cracking. But in the meantime, enjoy your lives, guys. I want to see as many of you guys here as possible on Sunday, on Saturday or Sunday, depends when the stream is. We'll get it cracking. Meantime, you lot take care. Love you lots.